dear students, this is the last lecture of the chapter hormonal coordination. We have done all the hormones very nicely. We've done all the hormonal glands very nicely. We have done what is the target, what is the secretion from that target gland, what is the stimulus for the target gland, एक particular hormone के लिए क्या stimulus है, क्या action है, alright, what is it going to do to the body cells. We have seen all this in detail. But we have not seen the actual mechanism जिससे हार्मोन आके अपने टारगेट सेल पे काम करता है. We all know that hormones are target specific. Means ovarian hormones का जो काम होगा वो उन पर्टिकुलर टारगेट पे जाके ही काम करेंगे. Alright, जैसे टेस्टोस्टेरोन का काम है डेवलपमेंट ऑफ सेकेंडरी सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टर्स इन द मेल. So it is going to work for the development of mustache, for the development of beard, for the hoarse voice, for the low pitch voice in the male. It's going to work on all those organs जो उसके टारगेट होंगे. जैसे ईस्ट्रोजन का रोल है, एक्शन है, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ सेकेंडरी सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टर्स इन फीमेल. So it's going to work on the female. It's going to initiate the deposition of fat in the mammary glands so that the mammary glands grow during puberty. Alright, it's going to do all those feminine characters for a female. All the masculine characters are going to be done by the testosterone. So when these hormones are actually released from their organ, alright, when these hormones are actually released from their organ, जैसे pancreas से insulin release हुआ, it's going to work on specific cells जहाँ पे उसका target है, जो उसका target है, and those target organs are going to have specific receptors for that hormone. कोई भी हार्मोन किसी भी सेल पे जाके काम नहीं कर सकता है. For a hormone to act on a particular cell, that cell should have the receptor. उस सेल के पास receiving organ होना चाहिए उस particular हार्मोन के लिए. Hormones are receptor specific. They are target specific. उनके टारगेट पर ही उनको उनका receiving channel मिलता है, उनका receptor मिलता है. Now first let us see when any hormone is released. When any hormone it is released from the organ, it's going to be coming into the bloodstream. We know that hormones are released by endocrine glands. Endocrine glands do not have a duct of their own, so hormone release होगा bloodstream में. It will be released in the bloodstream, in the blood I can say. Alright, हार्मोन जब निकलेगा अपने ऑर्गन में से, जो भी एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड में से उसको सिक्रीट कर रहा है या हाइपोथैलेमस में से, it's going to be released into the bloodstream. Through the bloodstream, it will reach its target cell. It will reach its target cell. Means hormones are going to go all through the body, circulation में घूमेंगे, but हार्मोन्स को रिसीव करने वाले रिसेप्टर सेल्स उनको सिर्फ टारगेट सेल पर ही मिलेंगे. दिस टारगेट सेल इज गोइंग टू हैव स्पेसिफिक रिसेप्टर्स. दिस टारगेट सेल इट इज गोइंग टू हैव स्पेसिफिक रिसेप्टर्स. To give you an example, if a hormone is of this shape, okay, if the hormone is of this shape, then उसके टारगेट ऑर्गन पे यही शेप का रिसेप्टर होगा, so that this can come when it is moving through the bloodstream, when the hormone is moving in the circulation, it will come and fit over here. It will come and fit over here. So this target cell is going to have a specific receptor for this particular hormone. Supposingly this is the hormone. This is the hormone. Then the target cell is going to have a specific receptor which is going to be of this shape, so that this hormone will come and specifically fit in this receptor. So hormones are target specific. They will move throughout the complete circulation, but ये अपना action सिर्फ अपने target cells पर ही दिखाएंगे, because इनके target cells पे specific receptors होंगे जिसमें which they can go in those specific receptor channels, they can go and fit in and provide their action. So hormones, once they are released into the bloodstream, they are going to look out for the target cell. जिस सेल पे उनको स्पेसिफिक रिसेप्टर्स मिलेंगे उनके लिए वहां जाके वो फिट होंगे and they will form a hormone receptor complex. Okay, they will form a hormone receptor complex. Hormone receptor complex. So see here, this is the hormone, this is the receptor, and this hormone inside the receptor is forming hormone receptor complex. देखो, ये हार्मोन है, ये रिसेप्टर है, and these together will form the hormone receptor complex. This is the hormone, this is the receptor. So receptor will be present in the target organ, and the hormone will be released from the particular gland or from the hypothalamus, and it will move in the bloodstream, and it will go and fit in that particular hormone receptor. So to form a hormone receptor complex, and hormones are receptor specific. ये वाला हार्मोन इस काइंड ऑफ रिसेप्टर में ही आके फिट हो सकता है, इसमें नहीं फिट हो सकता है. हार्मोन्स आर रिसेप्टर स्पेसिफिक. नाउ वन मोर एमसीक्यू ओवर हियर. एक टारगेट ऑर्गन पे दो डिफरेंट हार्मोन्स के रिसेप्टर्स हो सकते हैं. If this is my target organ, it can have this kind of receptor. It can have this kind of receptor. One target organ can have two different types or more types of receptors. But hormones के लिए, hormones will be receptor specific. जहाँ पे ये particular receptor मिलेगा वहीं पे जाके अपना action कर सकते हैं. So one target organ can be acted upon by two hormones. जैसे यूट्रस पे ईस्ट्रोजन प्रोजेस्टेरोन दोनों काम करते हैं प्रेगनेंसी के टाइम पे. सो यूट्रस कैन हैव रिसेप्टर्स फॉर ईस्ट्रोजन एंड रिसेप्टर्स फॉर प्रोजेस्टेरोन, बट हार्मोन्स वो स्पेसिफिक रहेंगे. प्रोजेस्टेरोन का रिसेप्टर जहां पे होगा यूट्रस में वहीं जाके प्रोजेस्टेरोन फिट होगा. ईस्ट्रोजन का रिसेप्टर जहां पे होगा वहीं जाके ईस्ट्रोजन फिट होगा. सो हार्मोन्स आर गोइंग टू बी रिसेप्टर स्पेसिफिक. Target organ can have different types of receptors to receive different types of organs. Alright, so this is going to form a hormone receptor complex. Hormone along with the receptor from the target organ will form hormone receptor complex. This hormone receptor complex can be of two types. Hormones can come and meet the target organs या तो बाहर से उनके मेम्ब्रेन पे. यू नो दैट ईच सेल इज मेड अप ऑफ अ मेम्ब्रेन. ओके, सेल मेम्ब्रेन रहेगी, अंदर साइटोप्लाज्म रहेगा, न्यूक्लियस रहेगा, सारे सेल्यूलर ऑर्गेनल्स रहेंगे. तो हार्मोन आके सेल से या तो उसके मेम्ब्रेन पे मिलेगा. दोज काइंड ऑफ रिसेप्टर्स विल बी कॉल्ड मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड रिसेप्टर्स. ऑलराइट, एंड द सेकंड इज द हार्मोन विल क्रॉस थ्रू द मेम्ब्रेन एंड गो इनसाइड द सेल्स. Those kind of receptor complexes will be intracellular receptors. So one can be membrane bound, बाहर से आके membrane पे मिल रहे हैं. Other can be they can pierce through the membrane and actually go inside the cell. So intracellular means inside the cell. They will go inside the cell. So just let us divide this. This board is divided into two. Just let us write it down. See now, these hormone receptor complexes can be of two types. So the first type will be membrane bound receptors. Membrane bound. And the second will be intracellular. Intracellular receptors and membrane bound receptors. Membrane bound receptors, intracellular receptors. Alright, now what do I mean by membrane bound and intracellular? If this is my cell, this is my cell membrane. Do you remember the Single and Nicholson model of the cell membrane, lipid bilayer? This is made up of the lipid bilayer, if you remember. Okay, the structure of the cell, the plasma membrane is made up of a bilayer of lipids arranged together. So this is the cell membrane. All right. When the hormone is coming from here, if this is the hormone which is coming to this cell, it is going to have the receptor over here only in the membrane. It's going to have its receptor in the cell membrane itself. This is the cell membrane. ये अंदर का साइटोप्लाज्म है. This is going to have the nucleus. It's going to have all the other cellular organelles. The cytoplasm is going to have mitochondria, Golgi bodies. जो भी उस particular cell के organelles रहेंगे will be there. But it's going to have the receptor. It's going to have the receptor on the membrane itself. इसीलिए बोलते हैं membrane bound receptors. In this case, the hormone will come and sit on the receptor over here. It will meet the cell over here. See, it is not going inside the cell. It's meeting the cell on the receptor only, which is on the membrane. So, membrane bound receptors. Whereas my second scenario can be same lipid bilayer cell. So, this is my cell membrane. This is my cell membrane. This is my nucleus. Okay, and there is the cytoplasm which will have all the other cellular components. Now the hormone is coming. It has no receptor on the cell membrane. It can directly pierce the cell membrane. Cell membrane से होते हुए it can come inside and directly come to the nucleus to do its action. So these intracellular receptors are mostly inside the nucleus. ये directly inside the nucleus आ जाते हैं. These hormones can directly pierce the lipid bilayer and come inside the cell and directly go to the nucleus and get their action done. Alright, they can directly work on the nucleus. Nucleus में especially on the chromosomes, on the genomes. They will be working on the chromosomes in the nucleus, on the genomes, and they will be carrying out their specific activity. Alright, so this is what I mean by intracellular receptors, and this is what I mean by membrane bound receptors. See how these membrane bound hormones, which have the receptor on the membrane itself, how will they come to the nucleus and get their action done? How will they change the cellular metabolism? How will they change the physiology of the cell जिस पे वो काम करने आए हैं? Because these hormones, they cannot come inside the cell. They are going to bind on the membrane itself. They are going to generate secondary messengers. ये बाहर तक आते हैं, गेट पे नॉक करते हैं और अंदर मैसेज छोड़ के चले जाते हैं. आपके घर पे किसी ने नॉक किया, अंदर मैसेज छोड़ा, बाहर से ही they give you a voice, मैसेज दिया और वापस चले गए. So they will generate, after they have come here, they will generate secondary messengers. So let me write messengers over here. They will generate secondary messengers. Why secondary messengers? Because primarily they cannot do their work alone. इसीलिए उनको कोई मैसेंजर जनरेट करना पड़ेगा जो उनका मैसेज अंदर न्यूक्लियस तक लेके जाए. So they will generate secondary messengers. These secondary messengers are 1 adenosine monophosphate AMP, 2 calcium, and 3 ionosine triphosphate. Ionosine triphosphate. It's written as IP3. So the hormone is going to come till the membrane and it is going to generate secondary messengers. These secondary messengers can come to the nucleus and finally they will lead to cellular metabolism. Cellular metabolism. So this is going to be the action of the membrane bound receptor complexes. जो हार्मोन्स मेम्ब्रेन पे आके बाइंड कर लेंगे वो खुद अंदर नहीं आ सकते हैं. So they will send some messenger inside which is going to come to the nucleus and get the work done जिसके लिए वो हार्मोन इस टारगेट ऑर्गन पे आया है. Alright, so they themselves will generate secondary messengers. These secondary messengers will be cyclic AMP, adenosine monophosphate AMP, calcium and inosine triphosphate, that is IP3. ये तीनों नाम आपको याद रखने हैं. AMP, calcium, adenosine triphosphate, inosine triphosphate. These will be the three secondary messengers जो हार्मोन जनरेट करेगा, which will carry the hormone's message to the nucleus and get the work of cellular metabolism done. You will get MCQs of very simple type with this part of the chapter. You only have to remember कि membrane bound receptor सिर्फ membrane तक आएगा, उसका receptor lipid bilayer पर ही रहेगा. It cannot cross the lipid bilayer and come inside. It is going to have receptor over here only where it will bind. So it is going to generate secondary messengers and send its message inside to the nucleus to carry out cellular metabolism या जो भी physiologic changes कराने हैं उस हार्मोन को उस particular cell में वो होंगे. Now, which type of hormones work like these? Which type of hormones they do not cross the lipid bilayer and work in this manner? This is what we have to see. So the hormones will be either peptides, polypeptides, proteins. All these hormones are going to work in this fashion. They will not cross the lipid bilayer. They will be having their receptors in the membrane itself. These all are water-soluble hormones. Water-soluble hormones. तो कौन से हार्मोन्स हैं जो पेप्टाइड्स हैं, पॉलीपेप्टाइड्स हैं और प्रोटीन्स हैं. पेप्टाइड्स इज स्मॉलर प्रोटीन्स. ओके, पेप्टाइड्स को जोड़ के पॉलीपेप्टाइड बनेगा और पॉलीपेप्टाइड से प्रोटीन्स बनेंगे. सो यूजुअली दीज हार्मोन्स आर प्रोटीनेशियस हार्मोन्स. ऐसा भी आपको एमसीक्यू में मिलेगा. प्रोटीनेशियस मीन्स दे विल बी पेप्टाइड्स, पॉलीपेप्टाइड्स और प्रोटीन्स, and they will be water soluble hormones which are acting in this way. All the pituitary hormones will be in these categories. They will be proteinaceous hormones, all the pituitary hormones, all the hypothalamic hormones, which includes the releasing hormones, inhibiting hormones and ADH and oxytocin जो सब hypothalamus secrete कर रहा है. All the pituitary hormones which are the trophic hormones, all the hypothalamic hormones, insulin, glucagon, all will be in this category. Insulin and glucagon are also peptide hormones. So all of them will be in this category. All the pituitary hormones will be proteinaceous hormones. All the hypothalamic hormones will be protein hormones, and insulin and glucagon will be the hormones which will work in this way, that is membrane bound receptors. All right. As all are steroid hormones में you know very nicely testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, all these are steroid hormones. They will be working intracellularly. They can cross the lipid bilayer and come inside the nucleus. So all are steroid hormones. I will be writing it over here. All are steroid hormones will be working this ways. So it is testosterone, then estrogen, progesterone, cortisol. They will be working like this. They will be entering the cell, piercing the lipid bilayer, entering the cell and working on the nucleus. Along with this, the thyroid hormones, that is T3, T4, will also work in this manner. They are non-steroid. Thyroid hormones are amine derivatives. They are non-steroid, but they will be working in the manner of steroid hormones. ये amine derivatives हैं. Also are catecholamines. That is epinephrine or epinephrine. Okay, catecholamines are also amine derivatives. They will also be working in this manner. They will be piercing the membrane and reaching the cell. It will be intranuclear. Here you can just continue your flow chart. Here the hormone will pierce the lipid bilayer and directly act on the nucleus. Directly it will be acting on the nucleus. They will regulate the gene expression and chromosomal function. They will regulate gene expression and chromosomal function. They will act on the genomes, they will act on the chromosomes और directly chromosomes का expression change करेंगे. So all are steroid hormones. Our thyroid hormones which are not steroid are epinephrine, that is the catecholamines, which are amino acid derivatives. Thyroid hormones are amino acid derivatives. They are iodothyronines. All these will work in this manner. That is the intracellular manner where the hormone will directly come to the nucleus and it will regulate the gene expression and chromosomal changes. Alright, it will directly change the chromosomes and the genes over here and regulate its expression. Now, one more thing which is to be remembered over here is thyroid hormones. They are also water soluble, but they do not act like the other water soluble hormones. Thyroid hormones भी water soluble हैं. This is the category of water soluble, but they do not work in the manner like the other water soluble hormones work. Whereas these are not water soluble hormones. The steroids are not water soluble hormones. The triiodothyronine and tetraiodothyronine, that is the thyroid hormones, T3, T4, they are water soluble, but they act in the manner of non-water soluble hormones. They are water soluble hormones, but they act in the manner of non-water soluble hormones. This is an important MCQ which is to be remembered over here. इसको आप अलग से लिख के रखो आपके पास. Alright, so all this is about the mechanism of hormone action. I hope you have understood membrane bound receptors, you have understood intracellular receptors. Very simple. You just have to remember with their names. Membrane bound मतलब membrane पे आ जाएंगे. These will not be intracellular, whereas these will be intracellular. यहाँ पे आपको MCQs में intercellular नहीं select करना है. Intercellular will be in between the two cells. No, this is coming inside the cell, intracellular. And these nature of the hormones, which are steroid hormones, which are amine derivatives or iodothyronines, which are proteinaceous hormones. So you have to remember all this list and you have to remember the mechanism by which they work.